Hey guys, Lucky Star Shi-Roku here, and welcome to what's going to be the last video of 2021. Obviously you can see what I'm wearing. Anyone who's been on this channel for any length of time will know that usually when I wear these ceremonial robes, when I wear this kimono, it usually means I'm wrapping up everything for the year. So this is going to act as my sign-off video for the year. So after this one, you're not going to see another video from me until probably January time in 2022. So this will work as my sign-off video for the year. Usually what we do is we usually have a little look back on everything that's happened throughout the year. I used to call it a yearly reflection, but I've recently changed it to just a look back on the year. Excuse me, my eyes are a bit itchy. But yeah, basically we just have a little look back on all the things that have happened throughout 2021. Like there's a few different topics to go through. Like there's the general topics to talk about. There's videos that I've done throughout the year. There's the anime and TV and movie stuff that I've seen, and then the games. So that's just the general list of what we go through. There's quite a bit to go through, and firstly I just want to quickly say, if I am looking over in that direction a lot, it's because I have a list. This video is quite long, and obviously since I want to talk about all the things, I've had to make a little list of all the things that have happened. I've had to go back through my channel and look at all the videos. Why are my eyes so itchy today? I don't know. But yeah, just it took a while to compile this list and going through all of that. So if I am looking over that way, it's because obviously I want to make sure that I'm getting everything. Also, it's worth mentioning that I am expecting an Amazon package today. So if I happen to if I end up getting a knock at the door or something and I have to go and get it, then I apologise for that. If that happens, I'll try and get Aragorn to cut that bit out or pause it or whatever, you know, we'll see what happens. Hopefully I don't get interrupted, but we'll see what happens anyway. So firstly, a little bit of housekeeping before we begin. I'm using the same format that I used back in 2021. I'm using the same format that I did for the 2020 look back. Same format, you know, the topics, the videos, the manga and all, you know, just the general list, the general format is the same, as I felt that worked quite well. So yeah, next point is I had to take down the 2020 look back because I got a copyright claim. I spoke to Pixel, my administrator, and he thinks what happened is, because that happened during the peak of lockdown, basically, he thinks that there was a bot related issue because obviously it was during the lockdown and, well, you know, no one in the YouTube offices, so that means everything was all automated. And because he checked that music, like I checked and he checked that the music I was using was royalty free, but I got a copyright claim. And let me quickly say, a claim is not as bad as a strike. They're completely different. A strike is obviously, you know, a strike's more dangerous because you can lose your channel if you get a strike, but this is only a claim. So I just want to express that I'm not in any danger. I'm not in danger of my channel getting taken down. It was just a copyright claim, and Pixel thinks that it was an accident done by a bot. So so we think that's what probably happened. Because we did check the soundtrack I was using was it was royalty free, and I was doing all the stuff, you know, giving permission. You know, I asked for permission and I credited the artist and all that kind of stuff. So we think it was a automated bot related issue, which hopefully should be fixed now, since obviously people are working in offices again. So hopefully it shouldn't happen this time. I do want the video. I do want 2020 to be on there, so I'm going to have to experiment with that a bit. So I'm going to try and re-uploading it if I can. And because I've still got it, I'm going to try re-uploading the video to see if any issues happen there. And if I get a claim again, then I'll just take down the video, I'll look for the assets and just have Aragorn rip out the music. It's that simple. I'm hoping it won't come to that because it's quite a nice soundtrack and it's quite appropriate for what we're doing. But if that's what has to happen, then so be it. I don't want it to happen, but anyway, that's just what I wanted to say. So yeah, I'm gonna try re-uploading that, and if I get the same issue again, I'll just have Aragorn rip out the music. Kind of sucks, but oh well. Anyway, so I think that's all that I think that's all I think I've already said everything I want to say before we get going. Like I said, there's quite a long list here to get through, so just bear with me. Just a general look back. So anyway, I'm going to try with the music again. So obviously, I'm going to try playing the music now. So obviously, if the video, obviously, depending on what happens, if we actually kept the music in, then obviously you'll hear it. But if not, then oh well. So anyway, let's begin. So, so topics to begin with. Let's see. So topics to talk about. So obviously, it's been, again, like 2020, it's been somewhat of a more quieter year again by comparison, just because, it's not quite as bad as it used to be. Things have definitely gotten better since 2020, but, we're still in a pandemic. COVID's still around. We're still very much in a pandemic, although things have gotten a lot better than they had been. So things are a lot better, things are starting to open up again. Restrictions are starting to be lifted, yes, it still sucks. Yes, it's still there. Yes, the virus is very much still around, but I think things are a lot better than they were back in 2020 because a lot of things are opening up again. We have a better idea of how it works, and again, a lot of people, the vaccines are around. People have gotten the vaccines for the most part. Most people have at least one dose of the vaccine. As for me, I've got both my doses, and they're also, rolling out the boosters if you need them, and they're starting to vaccinate children as well. I think ages to 12 to 12 to 13, 12 to 14. I don't exactly know, but I know they're starting to vaccinate children or early teens, I think, which we weren't before. So that is definitely good. But definitely, the way I see it, the sooner we all get our vaccine, the quicker things get back to normal. So yes, it's a bit of a long road. Obviously, Rome wasn't built in a day, and it's going to take time for things to get back to normal. But I definitely think we're on the right path now. I think it's only a matter of time, and plus, something I heard from one of my co-workers at my voluntary job. His sister keeps up with the Gazette or the newspaper or whatever, and from what she's been able to piece together, it looks like that the virus might be almost out of people to infect, and obviously, because of everyone getting the vaccines, she thinks that eventually it's going to run out of people to infect, and then as a result, the virus will just die out naturally because there's no one else, because everyone's all immune to it. So hopefully keep our fingers crossed. I don't know how accurate that is. I haven't read the Gazette myself or whatever, but let's just hope that's true, because if that's the case, then that means we might have the end of COVID by early next year, which would definitely, we've been through this for too long. We've gone, we just want things to go back to normal. We've dealt with this for way too long, 2 years almost. But yeah, I definitely think we're on the right path now. Okay, non-COVID related stuff. Okay, so let me see. This year I decided to go public on what series I'm doing, because before I was always more secretive about the Let's Plays I was working on. But the thing is, I start to feel a bit guilty just because of how long it took each series to get this far, and I was starting to feel very guilty. So in the end, I just decided to go public with my Discord and with my Let's Plays. If you go onto my Discord, and if you go onto my Discord right now, you can go and see You can go and see what Let's Plays are currently being worked on, what Let's Plays are going up, what Let's Plays I have planned to do in the future. So basically, I used to be very secretive about that, but I decided to be more open, and you know, just because I felt guilty for not giving you anything for, like, you know, I mean, Octodad finished in 2018, and I've not had anything more for you since, and I felt tremendously guilty over that. So yeah, I definitely think that being more open with you was a good decision on my part. Okay, and also another thing that happened is my Elgato was bugging out on me, and yeah, halfway through Undertale, the Let's Play of Undertale, I had to stop halfway just after episode 22, after the Mettaton fight, because my capture card was bugging out on me, and I had to go on a 4-month gap because, well, I mean, the last episode I did was recorded in, I think, May, and then after it was a 4-month gap, and I got it fixed in, I think, October-ish, September, October. I got the capture card fixed somewhere around that time, and but yeah, it was a 4-month gap there, but I'm glad I got things fixed now. Okay, next up, the Switch OLED. Okay, I don't want to get into a rant, and I don't want to go into a proper like debate about it, but can we briefly talk, just, I don't want to get into a whole debate, but can we just talk about how much of a disappointment the Switch OLED was? You know, everyone had so many expectations of the Switch OLED, you know, the Switch Pro, all that kind of stuff, and they let us down. I was asleep when it was announced, but when I saw it on my phone in the articles and stuff on like stuff that had happened, when I saw the Switch OLED and when I watched the video, I was disappointed. You know, we had all these expectations for the Switch version 2 or whatever, and it was such a disappointment. And yeah, there was some good stuff, like, you know, bigger screen, all that, you know, there was some good stuff, but you know, it could have been so much better, and I just feel really, really let down. I mean, hell, Valve came in for us, you know? I feel like that Valve, with the Steam Deck, I feel like the Steam Deck is going to be what we wanted from the Switch OLED. The Steam Deck is what we wanted from the Switch OLED. It's I mean, obviously not exactly, since it's another system, and it's, you know, it's not compatible with Switch games, apart from the games that are on Steam and Switch. But the point is, the OLED should have been so much better, and I definitely feel like that the Steam Deck is such a game changer, because obviously it's using Linux, and I mean, yeah, Linux is somewhat known, but compared to Microsoft and Android, it's just not that known. And now that the Steam Deck is using it, it's definitely a game changer. It's, you know, a lot of people are going to know more about Linux now, which is good, and you know, so yeah, I definitely think that the Steam Deck is what we wanted from the Switch OLED, which I'm glad they did. But you know, I mean, Nintendo just kind of let us down. I mean, some good stuff, yeah, but bit of a disappointment all around. And I definitely think that the Steam Deck is going to be such a game changer when it comes out, and I'm just really, really disappointed about Switch OLED. It could have been so much better, you know. I mean, at the very least, you could have given us a little bit more power or something, you know. I mean, just a little more would have been nice, you know, a little more. Okay, anyway, moving on. So I announced the block system, where I would be working on a Let's Play 5 episodes at a time. So that way we can work on the videos, we can work on the episodes a lot more quicker and get them out to you quicker, because before we were trying to edit the entire series all in one go, and that puts a lot of strain on us, that puts a lot of pressure on us. So by doing that, by working on it 5 episodes at a time, I feel like that we can get the episodes out to you a lot quicker. So like, while 5 episodes are going out, we can be working on the next 5, and obviously there might still be some delay between one block and the next, but at least this way we can get them out a lot quicker. And obviously if there is a delay, we'll keep you informed, as I'm also doing a weekly report on it, so if there is a delay I'll tell you there. Also announcements on my Discord as well, you know, behind the scenes stuff. You can go and check that out if you want. Yeah, something else that let's see, I was trying to get ready to move. As you can, if you look over there, you can see there's a box of stuff there from what I've started, but obviously there's still a ways to go. Yeah, there's still a ways to go. Not made any progress. Try to get a new social work and been through a couple of meetings and stuff, but it's been sorted. We're definitely trying to get things moving. Just, you know, obviously pandemic. You know, there's only so much we can do right now, but we are definitely trying. So more news on that once we get further. I got a green screen. I've got a green screen now. Hang on, wrong way. Yeah, if you look behind me there, that black tube there, that's a green screen. It's folded up right now. I've not used it too much, but obviously if I need it for anything, it's there. So that's something exciting. We can mess around with chroma key now, and it opens potential of what else can we do with it. You know, because I mean, I've not used it much just yet, but it's definitely there. You know, I mean, I'm definitely probably going to use it again at some point. Just, I mean, I've not got any plans for it just yet, but you know, I'm sure something will come along later down the line. So let's see, what else? Oh, there's a big one. I have opened. There'll be a video coming up. There'll be a video about this coming sometime next year, I think. But I have opened up my Let's Play library a lot more. Excuse me a second. I've opened up my Let's Play library a lot more because I've gotten a bunch of old PC XP era games working on Windows 10. Again, there's a video of this coming out on its own later, like next year probably. But I've got the entire Harry Potter PC trilogy working. I got the 2 Jimmy Neutron games working. I got The Sims 2 working. I got The Sims 1 working, and just a whole bunch of other games that I'm still get. The point is, there's a lot more I can do on the channel now, and that is fantastic. I'm so looking forward to all of that. Again, looking forward to releasing that video, but it'll come out before long. So let's see, yeah, so I'm just generally opening my channel up to more content. And speaking of that, not only have I got a bunch of old XP games working on Windows 10, and also I've started downgrading the sounds on my machines to have XP sounds, just because I want to live with nostalgia, you know. So I've replaced all of my Windows 10 sound with XP sound, just because I grew up in the XP era and I really miss it. But at the same time, I don't miss the issues it came with. Like, I like Windows 10, but I just want to live a little bit of nostalgia from XP. Sorry, going a bit sidetracked there, but not only have I got a bunch of XP games working on Windows 10, but I've also got a little more into emulation. So I pretty much come to the terms that I'm never going to be able to afford a 3DS capture card, so I'm just going to get more into emulation a lot more. So for the most part, I do prefer doing games on their initial systems, and as you can see here, I've got a bunch of consoles. Like, I've got a GameCube, I've got original Xbox, I've got a Wii U, SNES, PS4, PS TV, Xbox 360, PS2, Xbox One, N64. I've just got a whole bunch of consoles, and I do prefer doing Let's Plays on them. But there are some consoles or some games I'll need to emulate just because they're too expensive to get. Like, for example, if I want to do a Let's Play of Paper Mario 1000 Year Door, that's way too expensive to get, and if there's other things that are too expensive. So I do prefer doing games on their initial systems, but if it calls for it, I will emulate them if I have to. And again, also for DS and 3DS, I'll need to use emulators because I can't afford a capture card, and I'll probably never afford it. So I've pretty much come to terms with that. You know what? Fine. There's nothing wrong with emulation as long as I say something at the start of. As long as I say something at the start of the series and in the description, I should be fine. You know, as long as I say, I own this game. I own this game. I bought this game and I'm in the right to. And I'm within my rights to emulate the game if I want, or the game I would get the game officially, but it's too expensive, or something to that effect. You know, just something. You know, I'm sure Arago will help me come up with something. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be doing more emulated Let's Plays, just because I can't afford the games or can't afford softwares for it. But I do prefer. Let me say, I do still prefer official systems, but again, sometimes you haven't got a choice. Still on the subject of getting more stuff on for Let's Plays, I've also been messing with my PS2 a bit more with Free-Mate Boot. So yeah, so I can back up my games on PS2 for digital once I eventually get round to it. And it means I can also play, took the region lock off to a degree, and it means I can now play games that never made it to the UK, which means I can play Japanese games, I can play American games, just, you know, a lot more has opened up, I think, which I'm looking forward to, and I'll talk about that in a bit when we get down to the game section. Okay, if you remember in the last video, well, this time last year, I said that I've patched things up with my dad for a bit. Well, things went south there. Again, I don't want to get into it too much because I'm still pretty angry about it, and I'm still really mad about it. But yeah, let's just say things took a really bad turn for the worse. And let's not say more than that, just because I really don't want to talk about it and I really don't want to think about it, and you know, it's very personal. I mean, you know, I'll get into some personal stuff, but you know, there's got to be a line. There's got to be a fine line of what you can and can't say. You know. Anyway, so moving on to the next point before I get into a tangent or anything. Oh yeah, that's something I meant to make a video about, but I thought I'd rather do it once it was actually over. And again, I didn't want to talk because I didn't want to gross anyone out with the details, but I recently got my foot sorted. I don't think I talked about this on YouTube at all, but I've been suffering with an issue with my foot for the last couple of years since ever since I did my Duke of Edinburgh Bronze Award. I sustained an injury during that, and I'm still dealing with it, but I think I'm finally in the clear now. I might do a video about that at some point in the future, but yeah, just know I've been dealing with a toe infection. It was a few things. We weren't sure what it was. We thought it could have been an infection. We thought it might have been an ingrown toenail. We thought it could have been something else. We don't know. We think we sorted it now, and I'm okay. It's not hurting anymore. Again, I might do a video about that at some point. You know, but we'll see what happens there, as I have been meaning to do it. But yeah, just know that I'm okay, and I'm no longer in any pain with my foot, and I'm starting to get used to wearing normal shoes again, so that's good. So yeah, because I was in sandals all year round, and that's not great during the winter, you know, that's how you get frostbite and stuff. So yeah, either way, foot sorted. Okay, so that takes care of the topics to talk about. Now let's move on to the anime. Let's move on to the videos I've done this year. So obviously I started out with the Welcome to 2021 video. Feels like such a long time ago now. And then after that there was the 2 videos on moving, which again we've already talked about. Like, we've not made any progress there. I'll give you guys an update once we know what's going on a bit more. Then I started doing reactions to Nintendo Directs and also State of Plays. I've done one Direct, which looked pretty good, like Skyward Sword. You know, there's a bunch of other stuff as well. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I think Skyward Sword was a highlight for me personally. Okay, so yeah, there's definitely more coming as soon as they happen. Obviously, I've not done, like, I did do another state of play, but yeah, I didn't do it because I was in quarantine. Okay, yeah. Then after that, then obviously I went into isolation. There's two videos about isolation. So that was, yeah, that wasn't a fun time at all. So yeah, I didn't really record or upload anything just because it really affected my morale and I didn't feel like doing anything. So that affected that quite a bit. Yeah. But yeah, I'm glad I'm out of there now. I feel a lot better. You know, my morale's got better, I think. Okay, so and then after that it was the deadline video explaining what our rough plan is for each video and how we work for particular videos or just how we work for videos in general. Talked about, like, I talked about if a video is late and a video does not meet the deadline, then it means we're aware of it and we are trying to fix it. And so usually we try and get videos out for Saturday, but obviously if it's not out by Saturday, then we're aware of it and we need an extra week or two to work on it more. And that's just something I wanted to talk about. Then obviously there was two videos about there's two videos when I couldn't edit because my editor's hard drive ran out of space. Plus that was the video I debuted my green screen as well. Then obviously after that there was the video about updating my channel icons, where I was explaining to you guys that I decided to use my channel avatar, my anime channel avatar, over my emblem, just because it just suits the channel better, and I just think it looks better for the seasonal channel arts. I just really think it does. Then after that I announced the block system. Again, I already talked about that. And then there's the little teaser for the 15th of the 11th 2022. If you guys are interested on what's going to happen, then you're just going to have to wait till that date. I can't say any more than that without spoiling anything, and I don't want to spoil anything. Then it was the two videos about the on my upload schedule. Then after that we started. On the development of Sonic Adventure DE Block 1, which, by the way, now has actually been finished. As of recording this, Block 1 is finished, and the first 5 episodes should be going out nowish. Like, as of recording this now, I think there should be. So just know that the block system is finished, and over the next 6 Saturdays you should be having a new episode of Sonic Adventure the Definitive Edition coming out. It was kind of late when I uploaded them, and I was a little bit sleep deprived, so hopefully I didn't make a mistake. But either way, the episodes should be going out to you pretty soon. In fact, by the time this goes out, there's probably already a couple out by the time this goes out, probably. So, in fact, yeah, because this video is meant to go out in December, so there should be a good few out by then. So, I hope you guys enjoy them, if they are out by now, which they should be. So, yeah, I just hope you guys are really enjoying them, because it took a long time to work on them. You know, it took 18 weeks to finally get one block finished. But yes, then after that it was me announcing my plan for the next 6 projects. So that was obviously Sonic Adventure DE, The More, Mad Father, Undertale, that secret project, and Portal 2, where I announced that once I finish Undertale, which I'm still recording, we're going to finish that, and then after that I'm going to take a back seat from recording and just go to a more directed approach and just give directions until we finish all of that, until the episodes are all on YouTube, and then after that I'll start recording again. And then after that it was the birthday video, which, you know, is always fun. Then after that it was the State of Play, which was very, very recently, the PlayStation State of Play for the 27th of October 2021, which is kind of crappy. There's only a couple of things that caught my eye, like Five Nights at Freddy's system breach or security breach looked pretty good. And Star Ocean. I think those are the only two things that really caught my eye. The Devil in Me or whatever that was at the end, that looked intriguing as well. And obviously the last video that's going to go up is this look back on the year, and that's the last video meant to go out. Obviously there may be videos going out, but obviously I can't plan for videos like that, since if there is anything going out I can't make it in this list, since this is meant to be the last video that goes out. Any other, like if I do start working on Block 2, those videos aren't going to be counted in here, because obviously, well, that's all I'm saying. If there are any more videos going out, then obviously it's an exception to that, since obviously as long as we're working on the block system, I'm still going to release the weekly report, as that's my oath. I swore an oath and I'm going to uphold it. Okay, that takes care of the video section. Now let's move on to the anime, TV and manga stuff. So, okay, there's quite a bit of stuff here. So, first of all, we start out with Doctor Who Revelation of the Daleks, which was pretty good. It was nice to see Captain Jack back. I'm not going to get into all the controversial stuff with John Barrowman. I'm not going to get into that. It is unfortunate, but I don't want to get into that. I don't want to get into that. So let's move on. As of right now, Doctor Who Flux or season 13 is airing, but as of recording this right now, literally only one episode's out, so I can't really say much about that. So I enjoyed it. The first chapter was good. I still need to see the remaining 5, but yeah, it's definitely good so far. I'm looking forward to the rest of it. And revisions, let's see, there was revisions I watched. I saw the Full Metal Alchemist movie, the Sacred Star of Malos, Lull in the Sea. By the way, sorry if some of these carried over from last year. It's a little hard to keep track of what I have and haven't seen, and it's a little hard to keep track. So sorry if some of these were in last year's as well, but it's hard to keep track sometimes. So yeah, there's Lull in the Sea, which I quite enjoyed. Some of these I might do reaction to on the channel someday. Erased, which was quite good. I was recently watching that again with Aragorn. And then there's the three parts of Sword Art Online Alicization. So there's Sword Art Online Alicization, and then there's Sword Art Online Alicization War of the Underworld Part 1, and then War of the Underworld Part 2. Then after that, it was I watched Darling in the Franxx, which I quite enjoyed. Watching a lot of Trigger stuff recently. Then after that, it was Attack on Titan, the final season, Part 1, which was really good. Part 2 should be coming out early next year, so I think January, February time, kind of. So really, I'm looking forward to. All I'm saying is they better not screw up the rumbling. That's all I'm going to say right now. They better not mess up the rumbling, because that's a very, very important bit of lore in the manga. So they better not mess it up. And after that, I also watched Kabane of the Iron Fortress, which I'll say is very Attack on Titan like. Like they use the same kind of gear, the same kind of combat gear. So yeah, Kabane of the Iron Fortress on Netflix is very, very much like Attack on Titan. If I had to describe it, I'd say it's basically Attack on Titan if the Titans weren't giants, if the Titans were human-sized. That's basically that's basically how I describe it. Attack on Titan if the Titans weren't giants. Then after that, there's a few things I watch on Netflix. Again, this was during the pandemic. This was during the lockdown, so I had very little to do, and my morale was pretty low. So I just watched a lot of Netflix stuff, which really, really helped. After that, I watched Eden, a anime which David Tennant voiced in, actually. I mean, one of the robot characters, but still a brilliant job. Absolutely love David. He's so hilarious. And then I watched the Modest Heroes the Modest Heroes free short film, which was shown at a film festival, which was quite nice. I quite enjoyed that. It was quite wholesome, and I quite enjoyed it. It made me feel a lot better at a very very pandemic. It just made me feel hopeful and warm inside, and we really need that right now. After that, I finally got round to watching Beastars season 2. So yeah, that was interesting. I can't wait for season 3. I think there is going to be a season 3. I think they have pretty much said, but yeah, really enjoyed that. Again, I'm not saying too much about it because I don't want to spoil it for anyone. Then after that, it was 7 Deadly Sins season 3. Again, I know there's a bit of debate about that, and like recently, I don't mind it personally. I don't mind the animation change personally. Then there's another film that was shown at a film festival apparently, which was on Netflix, which was Words Bubble Like Soda Pop, which I quite enjoyed. Again, pandemic during lockdown, so I really needed that happy wholesome hour of that and just a bit of hope. And I also started watching Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, which I've been meaning to watch for a while, but took a while to find a dub, which I absolutely loved. It's such a wholesome series. I'm currently watching season 2, but obviously I'm still watching it. It's still getting dubbed, so I can't comment on it just yet. Just you watch. It'll probably be in the 2022 look back, probably. There's also My Hero Academia movie, and My Hero Academia movie Heroes Rising, which was quite good. I enjoyed that. Eden Zero, I put season 1 here, but I don't think it's finished yet, so I don't want to say too much yet because it's not finished. Again, Shaman King as well is not finished, so I don't want to say too much about it, since obviously I want to wait till the entire thing is finished. I watched The Sacred Blacksmith, which I quite enjoyed. Same people that did Dead Man Wonderland, and it's a little sad they went bankrupt, but you know. And I also watched the Dressrosa Saga of One Piece again. I'm still watching it, like it's Dressrosa. I've not finished Dressrosa just yet. I think I'm toward the end of it. I think all that really needs to happen is really the Doflamingo fight, and that's pretty much it, but I'm pretty much almost finished. And then there's also, I rewatched Code Lyoko seasons 1 to 4, which was, I enjoyed. That's a favourite show of mine as a kid, and to this day I still enjoy it, hence why I got the game as well, which I'll talk about this in a minute. So yeah, rewatch of Code Lyoko season 1 to 4, Ruby volume 8, and what a freaking end. I can't wait for season 9. Unfortunately, volume 9 has been delayed till next year now, so that'll probably be in next year's reflection. Then there was the Demon Slayer movie, Magan Train, but I didn't really need to watch that because it's going to be in season 2 as well. A lot of this stuff is just stuff that I missed mid-year, so anyway. So there's the Demon Slayer movie, the Maid in Abyss movie, which I really enjoyed. I really enjoyed seeing more of Bondru as a villain. Like, we got a little teaser of it in the end of season 1, but my god, Bondru is an apps. Like, I freaking love Bondru as a villain. Like, I mean, again, I don't want to spoil it for anyone who's not seen it, and it is good. Again, I have reacted to it, and that's going to take some time to get to, but I will upload it eventually, probably. And then also I watched all of the Marvel Disney Plus shows. So that's WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and Loki and What If. I enjoyed most of it. I enjoyed WandaVision, that was fun. Bit weird at times. Falcon and the Winter Soldier, I didn't enjoy it really. It was very, very slow paced, and I mean the stuff with Captain America was interesting. Again, I don't want to spoil it for those who haven't seen it, but yeah. Loki I freaking loved. What If was a bit of a mixed bag. Again, I don't want to spoil it for anyone. but it was some good episodes, some crap ones. Like, personally, I think the zombie episode was kind of crap. But then again, I think zombies is so overdone now. Like, everyone's done it to death. Pun not intended for once. But yeah, and unfortunately, I'm feeling a little like I think during like What If, I was starting to feel a little bit of Marvel burnout, which is a shame, because basically I don't think I'm gonna want to see or do anything Marvel related for a couple of years now, just because I mean, I'm meant to go and see the new Spider-Man movie, the new No Way Home, I think it was called. I'm supposed to go and see that soon, in December time. So I'm hoping the Burnout's not too bad there, because it does still look good. But yeah, I'm not going to want to do anything Marvel related for a good while, because of, you know, Burnout's very, very bad, and it's, yeah, I got hit very badly with Burnout. In fact, I had a plan to do a Let's Play of Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, the Black Order on Switch, but after What If, I'm gonna want to wait a couple of years, just because, again, Burnout's not fun. So I've not seen Shang-Chi, I've not seen the Black Widow movie, and I'm not gonna want to for a while, just because, again, Burnout, it's not fun. And that takes care of the stuff I've seen. Now we're on to the games, and that's the last section. So, okay, I showed this earlier, so it's not a new game, but like I said, I have modified my PS2 a bit, and I also got this. I have got this for the Wii U as well, but based on what I've seen, I do prefer the PS2 version over the Wii U version. So that's the version I'm going to be doing. It is the American version, but I've modified my PS2 so it can run it. It's a bit of a convoluted system. We still need to do a bit more work on it, but we're definitely going to try and get it working before the Let's Play. But yeah, definitely look forward to that. But yeah, my PS2 can now run American games and non-UK games, so that's good. Anyway, games, so big games of the year. So let's see, there was Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. That's one I have to play at some point. Persona 5 Strikers, Ys 9, Resident Evil Village, Mass Effect Legendary Edition, which is the Mass Effect trilogy redone. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. That was a big one for the PS5, since, you know, there's not been a Ratchet and Clank game for quite a while, so that it was nice to see another one of them being done. Obviously, Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, would, Tale of Arise, The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, Sonic Colors Ultimate. I'm gonna wait. I do plan to do that at some point, but I'm gonna wait till they iron out the bugs, because, eesh. No, it looks terrible. I do intend to do it, but let's just wait for the bugs to iron out first. So there was Metroid Dread, which looks brilliant. Oh yeah, I've also gotten Metroid Zero Mission on Wii U. Like, I've also got Metroid Zero Mission for Game Boy Advance on the Wii U through the Virtual Console. So yeah, that's another one I can do now. I'd rather do that than the original Metroid, since it is actually a remake of the original Metroid, or remaster or whatever. Anyway, so after that, it's then there's Deltarune Chapter 2, which I have got, and also Glitch in the System, the Jacksepticeye fan game that I'm following. Again, any chapter-based, any episodic series I do, I'm gonna wait till all the chapters are out. So that's Deltarune Chapter 2 is out, and now Jacksepticeye Glitch in the System. I don't know which chapters come out. Might be multiple chapters, but I think it's either chapters 2 to 3 or 3 to 4. I don't quite know exactly, but I remember Chapter 1 being out last year, but that's all I remember, so I'm not really sure on that, and I can't find anything that suggests when. I don't know. All I know is at least one chapter came out this year. I don't know other than that. And that's about it. There are still a few there are still a few games to come, which is Halo Infinite, which I'm looking forward to, Shin Megami Tensei 5, and the Danganronpa trilogy on Switch. I think once that comes out, I'm probably going to get it on Switch and just get rid of my PS5, my PS4 ones. I'm going to keep the Spare Girls until it gets announced on Switch or something, just because I like completion. Same reason I'm not getting rid of my Xbox One yet, because I want Halo 5 Guardians and I like completion, and it's not been announced for Steam yet. So anyway, that is going to about do it for this video. I tried to get through it as quickly as possible because the last video was 1 hour and I want to avoid that if at all possible. So anyway, that's going to about do it for this video, and for this year actually, because this is going to act as my sign-off video for the year. So anyway, that is going to be everything from me, guys. I hope you enjoyed this little sign-off. I hope you enjoyed this little look back on the year with me. So anyway, as always, if you want to keep up with me and my journey on the channel for upcoming Let's Plays, like, because obviously Sonic Adventure DE is coming out now, and then there's other projects that we're going to be working on next year, like there's other Let's Plays to work on, there's other videos, and if you don't want to miss a video by me or a series by me or whatever, or you want to keep up with the weekly reports for upcoming Let's Plays or just my content in general, if you do want to support me, make sure you hit the like button on your way out. I'd very much appreciate that. What's going on with my camera today? There we go, jeez. But anyway, if you did enjoy this and you want to support me and the channel, make sure you hit the like button on your way out. I'd very much appreciate that. That's how you, by doing that, you're helping me and the channel out and you're supporting me. I'd very much appreciate it. If you are new and you want to keep up with my content, subscribe if you're new, ring the notification bell, check the sub box, check the channel regularly, because YouTube likes to hide videos, and by doing that, you're making sure you're getting the videos regardless or not if they're putting out to you or not. Join my Discord, like I said earlier. I have a Discord server you can join. Links are in the description to that. In my Discord, you can see the games that I am doing, the games that I have done, the games I plan to do in the future. You can talk to me before I go live or record. You can see my day-to-day schedule. You can chat to us, and just a whole bunch of other perks later down the line. You can also get, if you don't get notifications on YouTube, you'll also get them on my Discord if I remember. I'm a little forgetful, but I'll try and remember. But anyway, so yeah, if you want to support me, hit the like button on your way out, subscribe if you're new, ring the notification bell, check the sub box, check the channel regularly, join the Discord, check out the links below, and with all that said, I will see all of you guys in 2022. To all of those who celebrate it, I hope you all have a lovely, lovely time, whatever you're doing, whether you celebrate Christmas, Hanukkah, or any other holiday, whatever you do throughout Christmas or Hanukkah or whatever you do with your time in before you see me again, I hope you have a lovely time, whatever you're doing. So yeah, all that said, have a nice time, and I will see all of you guys in 2022. Until then, have a good day, you guys.